Alright, what is going up, guys? So we are doing a little stock talk here on a couple stocks that I was watching the past couple of days. So I believe we're kind of getting into a little bit of a better market environment uh, for trading stocks here. But, we do have multiple stocks that have been moving today and throughout this entire week. So, all right, let's wait for a couple people here to join in, and let's make sure we are all 100% ready, and we are good to go. All right, let me just send this to my trading team. Live on YouTube right now. All right, so alrighty. All right, so I believe we are almost ready here. All right. We're just waiting for some more people to join in. Because it always takes anyone about 5 minutes here, but we're gonna give them a little bit of time to join in here, but not too long, obviously. Alrighty, so beautiful. We do have some people that are joining us, so welcome to the stream, everybody. I hope you guys are ready to learn and kind of check out the active stocks for today. All right, so as you guys can see, we have about 5 stocks that have been really kind of moving throughout this entire week. So this one's the first one is MBEV. This one, whoa, I don't know why it's kind of glitching out here, but let's just get rid of some stuff, minimize some things. Alrighty, all right, so that looks a lot better. Okay, so throughout this entire week, MBEV has been on my watch list. I traded it one time when it first kind of went started gapping up here, and then it really just started to ride the momentum, and as you guys can see today, it really blew off. It went from a low of about $3 was that support level, and hit a high of 425 here, which is almost a 40% gap up throughout the entire day. I don't know why this is so glitchy. I don't like it. It's not too good here. I don't know if it's why it's doing this. Alright, so we're just gonna see if so, I'm not sure what's going on here. Can you guys still hear it if I turn on this fan? Or is that too noisy? I assume it might be. I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, we're just going to turn it off. Alright. I wasn't sure if my computer was heating up or not. Alright, so MBEV has been moving. It is pushing up to make new highs actually as we speak, which is pretty cool to watch. It might actually start gapping and doing a little bit of a resistant breakout, but this thing I believe is way overextended. I think you could make a day trade on it, but this isn't something that I would want to really swing trade just because of how much it's been moving, and we don't really know how much this stocks actually really should be worth. It had a low of 152 5 days ago. I traded it in here, and then it really just started taking off, and just from the low 5 days ago, it's up about almost 200%, 175%, which is nearly insane. So this stock, I would definitely you could always keep an eye on it, but I wouldn't really try to swing trade it, because this thing's pretty soon it's going to start breaking down and it's going to crash, because I'm not sure if there's any resistant points in line. No, not in the 20-day. Let's check the 180. Yeah, okay, so there is a previous resistance here at about 430. I think that people might run into that actually today, which if it can break through this, then it'll look more intriguing maybe within the next couple of days, but I still think it's overextended. It will eventually crash down, because as you guys can see, as this stock pumps up, every single time it crashes. Pumps up, crash, pump up, crash, pump up, crash. Even here, pump up. Looks like this one was kind of like what's going on. It's not as big as this one, but it's kind of that same idea, where it pumped up one day, pumped up another, and just fell, and then it just continued to fall off, and then it gapped up again. So, I think there could be a play maybe on the short side here within the next couple of days, but as for the long traders and the long swing traders holding this, I think you guys should just kind of take a break and see what's kind of going on before you put your money out there. All right, so next one here, MTEM. This was the money maker today for me. So as you guys can see, it did break through these resistance points right here at almost $6. So it broke through there. It looks like it's having some trouble at this resistant point at 7, but it did break through the 90-day and 200-day moving average lines. That's why I personally jumped into this, is just because I knew that these normally would act as resistance points, and since it did break through them with high momentum, I hopped into it. I'd have actually the half of the trade I accidentally stopped recording, or it just shut off for some weird reason. But so that's in the latest video. You guys can actually watch me trade this one live. So I made about $835 off it, which was fantastic. And then let's pull up the daily chart here. So this was a perfect gap and go, and I called this out in my trading group chat and said, keep an eye on this stock. It has that potential. And then I hopped into it up right here. I had a nice stop here, very tight, lost about $50. Bought back down here on this doji, and within the next minute or next 3 minutes, I was already up $800, which was fantastic. That's the kind of setup I like, and I did sell very, very early. I sold in this area just because I knew it had that resistance there, but it broke through it with plenty of momentum, and it did get overextended, popped back down, tapped that previous resistance, so now new support, tapped it, bounced up. You could have made a trade on this just from judging that resistant or that previous resistance, now new support. You could have made a perfect trade on it, but that's okay. I was glad with that percent, and kind of what happened. All right, so next one here is AMD. So this one this was pretty much a has-been this past week, but there were still plenty of opportunities for the short side. As you guys can see, it did gap up. 5 days ago, it gapped up and continued to gap up during market hours. And right when the market opened, I honestly was very confused, because look at this. So this is a 15-minute chart. So each candlestick represents 15 minutes. And I'm sitting here, and I always trade within the first, 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes, I always most likely have a trade on. And I'm looking at this stock, and I'm super confused of how it's still gapping up, and it's over. Let's see how much it was. So during that day, it was gapping up it was up already 3%, and then from yesterday it was up about 15. So just from that, I was confused. I thought the stock was way overextended, and it did just completely fall back down to this previous resistance point in this area right here. Tapped it once during pre-market and did continue up. So, that was one that I could have made a, shiny penny on the short side, but, that's okay. I felt like this thing was kind of doing things that I was not expecting it to do. How it gapped up and then just kind of fell off. I knew it was going to fall, but I wasn't expecting it to take, almost 30 or 40 minutes here, or 45 minutes before it gapped down. So just from that, I was like, okay, I don't know if this thing's going to catch some more freaking momentum. I don't know what it's going to do. And so it did just fall, and that's okay. That's what I thought it was going to do. So TLRY, this is one that I previously called out today. This has been the freaking craziest stock, honestly. I bought this when it was like in this range right here, for a day trade, and then it just caught fire again. I thought, okay, I'm gonna make a nice day trade and make $100, $150, and I did that. I'm like, okay, and I always keep an eye on the stocks I'm trading, just so I write them down. I always keep that little journal, and then I'm like, why is this thing still gapping up? So I saw it hit 180 in pre-market, and I'm like, what the? And then I saw it hit 200, 210. 230, and I'm thinking to myself, what the heck is going on? I was gonna actually short it because I thought this thing was way overextended, but I guess I was wrong. So now it just hit a new high of 240. Many traders traded this when it was actually in this region, just because they knew how much momentum it had and how much people were loving the stock. So I personally didn't. This is kind of the stock that if everybody's trading it, I don't want to be trading it, because that's when things for me tend to go bad. And this stock is like $200 and something, so I can't really capitalize on my share size. I could buy, I don't know, 100 shares, 50 shares, but why would I do that? I could make, if it went up $10, I could make a significant amount of money, but if it went down, and I thought this thing was way overextended, so I was like, obviously I'm not going to touch that. So, alright, so next one here, NIO. This one, this is another kind of has-been type deal. I traded this in this area the other day, because it was gapping up. This was like a 92% gap up, and I got about a 15% of that, which was, very, very good. I got in actually at this 15-minute bull flag right here. Right here, nice little flag pattern. I hopped in, and it gapped up ridiculous amount. Let's see. So let's see what this one was. Yeah, this wasn't like, this was 22. I got out about over in this area. So from here, yeah, 11%. That right there is normally fine with me. Oh, you guys can't even see it. Hold on. I'm like talking. There, that's just do it here. Yeah, so as you guys can see, what I was saying is that this is kind of where I bought and sold. Nice little flag pattern. But normally, I wouldn't personally hop into this thing again, because I feel like these stocks are way overextended. When it hit 1439, I thought okay, well, this is literally nuts, and let's see what happens when the market opens. So I was predicting it to fall because when a stock's up over 100 and I don't remember how much it was. When a stock's over 131% over the past day, there's gonna be a lot of people that want to short this stock and get this thing back down to normal. So that's what I saw. And I did look for an opportunity for a gap up, but as you guys can see, it didn't come close. So that was pretty much it. And really, these stocks are, I love how these stocks have been moving. You can't beat it. This is why I keep telling you guys. This is why everyone should learn how to trade. But so that's it. That's the stock talk here. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. You guys can ask me. I don't know if hold on. I'm not sure if whoa, that's not what I wanted. That's Netflix. I'll get in trouble if I record that. I can't. But I was seeing if the trading group chat was down below. I assume it is, but yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, so if you guys want to join the trading team, all you gotta do is go hit that button in the description and join. We have a lot of very motivated members. So this is it right here. So we have a lot of people. So I told everyone I'm going live here. So a nice call on TMEM. This is some of our traders. Profits. This was me calling out MTEM. And then this was at, what time was this at? This was at 9:24, right before they all gapped up crazy. And boom, that's what happened. Here's some profits here. And then I always put in the gap up watch list here. We always talk about different stock charts, and it's just fantastic. I love it. I love this atmosphere. In the future, we're definitely gonna make this a real community type deal. And yeah, so that's it though. I hope you guys enjoyed this live commentary. Yeah, I don't know, on trading and investing in the stock market. So that's it though. We're about to start finishing my other video on vlog and life of a day trader here. So that's it though. Remember, always stay happy, stay positive, and I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of the day. And if I see you sometime, I'll say hello.